Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Just My Two Cents. And today we will be discussing how I was able to stop paying $135 a month and drop my bill all the way down to only paying $57 a month for cable. Now, with that being said, I still get all the movie channels I want, all the TV channels I want, including my local cable channels. Now, hopefully, this video will allow you all to cut the cable cord and figure out a way for you to save bundles of money and only pay about 50 something dollars a month for all the cable channels, TV shows, movie shows, and all that good stuff that you like. So let's go ahead and get started with the video. All right, so earlier this year, I decided that when I moved, I wanted to make sure I had TV and internet. And so I went ahead and got internet. That was pretty easy to set up. They had a really great deal at the time. I only pay about $54 a month for a high-speed internet. However, when I got ready to hook up the cable, it became a little bit more complicated because as you can see on the screen, cable packages are just crazy, y'all. Like, cable packages are super expensive. So the numbers at the top are the cable package prices for the current provider that I have internet through. They're like, okay, well, if you get internet and you do cable with us, these will be about the prices that you will pay. I didn't like those prices. I knew for sure that I wasn't going to pay $144 a month. However, I was entertaining the idea of paying either $99 or $124 a month. And we have to realize that these prices are before any taxes or fees are applied, and this is when it's bundled with something else. So either I had to bundle this with the internet that I had, so I would paying $54.99 a month for internet and $99 a month for cable. And when you add that up, that's still expensive. Or, if I decided to go with the $124 pack, I was like, I can't do that. So I said, let me shop around and then I'll get back with you all. So when I did that, I found this other popular provider, and these were some of the numbers that they presented to me. As you can see, these look much better than the top numbers. However, it's a twist, just like with the first one. These are the introductory prices for the first year. After the first year, it will go up. Pretty much, it will double. And so they were like, my first year, if I was to go with the $59.99 package, it will only be $59.99. However, the second year, it will go up and I'll be paying about $120, $130. And they told me that in order for me to get this, I would have to lock in with them for a 2-year contract. And I didn't like the idea of being under a 2-year contract with either company, knowing that the first year it would be pretty manageable being able to pay this, but the next year it would completely double. And I really didn't like the idea of, paying either, $199 or $120 or $130 on top of already having to pay for internet. I told them, let me think about it. Let me get back with you and we'll go from there. So what happened was I decided that I really didn't want a cable package. And that was simply because I had a lot of TV shows coming on and I wanted to be able to watch them in real time, especially when you get on the internet and people are talking about it. I wanted to know what was going on and not have any spoiler alerts. So I would call back, and these are the different quotes that the people would give me. One person told me that I would pay about $45 or $55. One person even quoted me $75. However, it was never a consistent amount. The price will always change per agent. The promotion will always change per agent. It's like they didn't have a specific package deal or promotion at the time. And it was like I wasn't calling like every couple of weeks. I would call like every other day just to try to see would something change, to see what they could offer me and so forth. But it really just depends on who you talk to, and that really depended on the type of package and quote that you had. And so the final person that I spoke to, and I had made up in my mind, like, okay, well, time is running out. The show is coming on pretty much in a week. You need to try to figure out something, especially if they have to come into your house and, you know, hook up boxes and so forth. You need to try to figure it out. So I was able to go with my internet provider, and they did their little magic on their side, and they said, hey, we'll be able to provide you this service, not only internet but cable service, for $135. However, it was a catch to that, because it was like, in order for you to get this bundle, we're going to have to throw in a landline, meaning that we can offer it to you for 120, or what it, yeah, we can offer it to you for 120, and, you know, and after taxes and fees, it'll be like whatever, like super expensive, like I don't even know, I forgot what it was. Or we can make sure we can lock you right in at like 135 if you landline. And I was like, I can pay 135 a month for sure, you know, and with all that for 1 year if I add a landline. And it was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't even use a landline phone. And then they was like, well, this is how we can ensure that you will get this. And I said, okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead with it. Now I will admit I probably should have paused and told them, you know, let me think about this for a minute. However, they're really adamant, and I didn't want to call and risk losing this deal, because, as I told you all earlier, depending on who you talk to, the price would go up, the price would go down. So we decided to lock in that price right then and there for 1 year. Now, I did understand that after 1 year, it had the possibility of going up, but I was like, I really want to watch this show. I know that sounds really crazy, but it's like, I really want to watch this show. It's the last season of the show, and I really wanted to just, you know, watch it. And not only that, sometimes, even though I love Netflix and Hulu, it can get kind of repetitive, always watching some of the same things, or always having to wait the next day. It can get kind of aggravating sometimes. So I did want to just have, you know, have the ability just to come home and turn on the TV and just watch something without having to scroll through and try to find something, all that good stuff. So anyway, we, you know, got the $135 package. We knew that this would be the price for 1 year. I was completely satisfied with this. And so the agent told me that what we would be able to do is we would have to put two boxes on two of our smart TVs, because it would need like an adapter or something like that to it. And we already knew that, because we had already tried before with another person who had like a 7-day trial. And so we already knew that we was going to have boxes if it was going to work on those TVs. And he told us it would be $7 a month for those boxes. However, because they couldn't get to us, you know, with the pandemic and everything coming into the houses, they would go ahead and turn on the app part. And so we'll be able to like log on through the app and watch TV. And then later on, they'll, you know, bring the boxes and things of that nature, or they would send the boxes out. I think they were going to send the boxes out, and then we would be able to like troubleshoot on the phone when we were getting ready to set them up, and go from there. And so we were like, okay, cool, you know, that'll work. And he asked what channels did we want, and I specifically told him that I wanted the Oprah Winfrey Network, and we wanted a couple other networks, but that was the specific one that I wanted. And he said, okay, well, do you understand that that's not like a basic package, which is a $99 package, just like the $124 package. However, like I said, he was able to do some type of magic on his end where he was able to get everything to like add up to 135 for the first year. So I was like, yeah, I'm like, that's completely fine. You know, he was like, you have to pay for that. And I was like, that's fine. However, even though he did his magic on his end for us to be able to get all that, when we logged onto the app, because he was like, you'll be able to go ahead and log on now, and then when we send you the boxes, then you'll be able to log on to your TVs. I was like, that works even better. And so after we got off the phone with him, we were super happy. We logged on to the app, and I was like, oh, let me see if we can go ahead and, you know, watch these different channels. And when I clicked on the channel that I wanted to watch, which is considered a quote unquote premium channel, it didn't work. And so I had my sister click on hers, on her app on her phone, and it didn't work. So I went upstairs, I got my laptop, and it didn't work. It said that I need to contact my cable provider because that channel was not a part of the package that I was paying for. Now, I was very confused because I specifically told him after being on the phone with him for like 30, 45 minutes that I wanted, these premium channels or the silver package or whatever you want to call it. And he had specifically given me the basic package. I was low key upset about that simply because I'm like, if I tell you that I want, something and I'm paying for it and you have locked me in for 2 years with this, that means that not only am I stuck 2 years with this basic package, but I'm not even getting the channels that I want. So I think that's the part that really had kind of just took me over, was the part where I'm paying, all this money a month and I'm not getting the channels that I want when I specifically sat on the phone with you for 45 minutes. For 45 minutes, y'all. So I called back and I told him that I didn't want it. I didn't want it anymore. Of course, they try to do all this stuff to get you to stay and stuff. But I told him, I said, I really can't because and then I think what also got me was the fact that even though I told them that their agent messed up on their end, they were like, well, we'll be able to, honor this and be able to get you in at 142 for a whole year if you decide to change over your cell phone with us. So do you mind telling us who your cell phone providers were? And I was like, no, I don't want to change my cell phone provider. I said, I'm really happy with the amount that I'm paying. They were like, well, we can probably get you to pay like under $20 a month for your cell phone service. I said, no, I don't want the cell phone service that you all provide. I didn't want the landline. I let him upgrade me, with all these little special promos and stuff like that in order for me to pay $135 a month. Yeah, so he did that, and I don't want all that. I just want the TV channels that I want, and if you can't do that for me for that price, then I don't want it. And he was like, well, if we add, TV channels that you want, but we don't add the cell phone service, it's going to be like 150. I'm like, no. I said, you know what, just go ahead, just cancel the cable package and we'll keep the internet and we'll go from there. And that's a whole nother story what happened after that, because then they tried to take the promotion off of my internet. So my internet had jumped to 74. However, we called back and we were able to get it back down to the promotion that it was. When I tell y'all, like, these people be playing games, but we gonna go ahead with this. So we decided to cut the cord. And when I mean cut the cord, like all we have now is internet in regards to like dealing with any type of popular cable company. We just have internet. And I think this is for the best because the services that we do have, we don't have to call them to cut it off. We don't have to call them to go back and forth with people. I don't have to worry about them trying to upsell me by saying, well, if you do this, we'll be able to save you $10. Or if you don't do this, then the price is going to go up astronomically. So we decided that day to go ahead and cut the cord. And so right now, all we have are a couple of internet services and apps and so forth. And we're going to talk about that. And that is how I was able to save $135. Now, I'm going to show you the method of how you can get all the TV channels you want, as well as all the movie channels, and for you to have live TV. So let's go ahead and jump into how I can help you all save with that, even though you don't have cable. So the first way to do it is to look at Netflix. Netflix, everybody pretty much know about Netflix for the most part. If you don't, go Google it, YouTube it, all that good stuff. But essentially, Netflix has a couple of great packages. I have the standard package, which is about $13 a month. I think they charge tax to it, but it's about $12.99, $13 a month. And it offers for me to be able to watch TV, Netflix on TV or my cell phone at the same time without any interruptions or anything like that. And I have access to all, of Netflix content. It's like that's pretty much the standard one. If you only need to watch it on one or whatever, then you can go, with their standard or basic plan. If you want a little bit more, then of course you can pay a little bit extra, pay about $15.99 a month. And I think Netflix still have like this DVD option. I'm not even sure, but they used to have a DVD option, but I'm not even sure if they have that anymore. But if you want to kind of stick to about the $50-ish range a month, definitely check out Netflix for $12.99 a month. So the second thing that we do in order to get kind of, the live, not necessarily the live TV, but if something comes on TV and we happen to miss it, or you want to watch like a show or something from last season and kind of just binge watch it, or Hulu has some great content that it puts out by itself, then that's what we definitely have that for, and that's about $5.99 a month. Or if I don't really like ads, but it doesn't hurt me to sit there and watch the ads. So I don't mind paying the $5 a month. But if you don't like ads and you just want to watch the show without any of that kind of content, then you can, upgrade for a little bit and pay about $11.99 a month. Or you can get Hulu plus live TV. And they do give you a 7-day free trial. So you can definitely try Hulu Live TV for a week before actually committing. And that's about $54.99 a month. And if you want Hulu with no ads plus live TV, you're looking at about $60 something a month. So in order for me to stay within that $50-ish range, I go with Hulu, the basic plan for $5 a month, and I still have all that great stuff. Hulu also has add-ons that you can go and look at, and it is supposed to enhance your experience. I haven't really looked into all that for the add-ons because I'm like, with Netflix and Hulu, it's pretty much a golden package as it is. However, to put the cherry on top, I decided that I wanted to have live TV because, as I stated, I want to be able to watch TV when everybody else is watching TV, when people are engaging in different conversations because the TV show is on or just went off. I don't want to have to wait until the next day. So I decided to get this service right here. Now, I think it's pronounced Philo or Philo, I don't know. If you know how to pronounce it, good for you, but I think it's Philo. But this has been a really great TV substitute in regards to cable, because all I have to do is just download the app on either my Apple TV or my Roku or my phone or my tablet, and I can watch TV pretty much from anywhere. And then the great part about this is kind of like Netflix and Hulu. All you have to do is, as soon as you log into the app, it'll have like your suggestions of what you just watched, and you can just click on it from there and just pick up where you left off. Or if I decide that I want to watch live TV, they have a guide. I go and just scroll down all the 60-ish channels that they have, because it seems like they're always adding a different channel every week, which is definitely a plus. And I just watch live TV from there. I really like this also because it has an unlimited DVR. So, for instance, the other day I went out and I was watching the show before I left. And then when I came back, I was able to pick up on that show. And I kind of figured this out. I'm still trying to figure out this app some. But what I figured out is that I had actually watched like the whole season, all the episodes that have come out up until the point to where, the new episode, is. So, and that's really great. Or if it's like a movie or something that has played on the app, you can always go watch that. So this is a really great app, and I really like the diversity of it because I think they have something for everybody, whether you're old, young, whether you like, for instance, like cook, or if you like to do like home DIY projects, if you're more a family-oriented person, if you like older shows. If you like, shows that are like current, they have something for everybody, and you get this for only $20 a month. So I will drop my promo code below if you are interested in trying this. I believe you get something from it and I get something from it, but this is not anything paid. I just want to let you all know that this is definitely a great app to get, and I'm really happy that I found it. So in this, it's only $20 a month. Also, the thing about this is that I don't necessarily count Amazon Prime, but I do count Amazon Prime within that $50, but I really don't, because I had Amazon Prime before I even got into Netflix or Hulu or anything like that. And so I do have access to Amazon Prime Video through my Amazon Prime membership. And that's actually included. That's why I don't really count it within that 50 something dollars. Um, However, if you decide that you don't want Amazon Prime membership because you don't want 2 day shipping, or you don't really mess with Amazon like that, or whatever your case might be, like I rock to Amazon because especially Amazon Prime, simply because of the fact that I get 2 day shipping, I get access to Amazon Prime Video, Amazon Prime Music, I get access to a storage, um, as well as like some exclusive deals for only members and so forth. So that's why I like Amazon Prime Video, simply because it just comes with the perks that I get for being a member of Amazon Prime. But also, they have some really original content. And sometimes, what I found about Amazon Prime is that it has some exclusive content that you won't find anywhere else on any other platform, such as like Netflix or Hulu or YouTube or anything like that. It has some really great documentaries on there. If you like some of the older movies, they have those on there. And I enjoy it. But let's say you decide that you do want Amazon Prime, but you don't, well, Amazon Prime Video, but you don't want Amazon Prime membership, then what you can do is just get Amazon Prime Video for $8.99, and then there you go. The last part, which is something that I think saves tons of money, is actually getting an antenna. So we got an antenna for our TV. And the thing is with this antenna is that you only pay about $10 to $20. And once you pay that $10 to $20, that's the only investment that you would have to have. So let's say the internet went out and we can't access Hulu, Netflix, or Philo. What we'll do is actually watch the antenna, and the antenna has some really great channels. So we get all our local news channels. We have access HSN, PBS, ABC. As you can see, they'll show you like all the different channels that you'll be able to access with this antenna. And the excellent thing about this is that once you pay this $10 to $20, which is just the cost for the equipment, and you can get this from Amazon. Matter of fact, we got ours from Amazon. We ordered it on that Saturday. We got it on that Sunday, and it's free. So once you pay that $10 to $20 for that one-time payment, it's free after that, and you'll get access to a plethora of channels. And sometimes we think that with the antenna, it looks like, we used to go to our grandparents' house and they used to have to hit the TV and stuff like that. It's not even like that. It's no scratch in it. It's no blurriness or anything like that. The channels are crystal clear. Matter of fact, you would think that you're watching like a Netflix or Hulu or something like that. So I think this is definitely worth the investment. I think, and the only thing about it is that you'll just have to, put it on your wall so you can, catch the satellite or whatever. But that's the only thing, just making sure that and I think if your TV is on the wall or something, you could just put it behind your TV if you think it's too much of an eyesore. But I think it's definitely worth it. And that's how you will be able to get all your news channels. You will be able to get all the TV channels and movie channels that you want. Now, each piece that I have told you about today does have add-ons. So you can always add on stars. You can add on different, I believe you can add on like sports and stuff like that on different things. Now, I don't really watch sports. So if you watch sports, you might want to look into like another app, because there is another app out there. However, sometimes when you add, certain type of content, it does run up the price some, but I guarantee that you probably won't end up paying more than $7 a month, even when you go with another app or TV streaming service. So I really think that these methods and these apps are very useful. They're definitely worth exploring, especially if you're paying $130. I feel like if you're paying over $100 a month for cable, these are some of the tips and tricks that you should definitely try. Now, Philo might not be for everybody. You might want to go out and try something else, but I would say go out and try it, and you'll be surprised. Being able to save that over half of what I was paying at one point, like that is crazy. That is crazy. So, and I feel like we're able to put that money into other stuff now, and we're able to, just be able to save. And I think that you'll be able to save too. And the great thing about all these is, like, let's say you decide things might be looking a little funny one month, you're able to cut, Netflix off, and you don't have to sit here and talk Netflix while you need to cut it off for a month. You can just go on there yourself, tell them, hey, I want to skip a month or whatever, and then next month when things get back stable, then you can cut it right back on. And that's pretty much true for Hulu and Philo. And then if you have to do it for all of them, the cool thing about this, with this antenna, you will be able to still have access to TV. Like the CW has some great content that comes out on that network. So I would definitely say try this. Let me know in the comments below if you do try this. Let me know also your experiences, because I know we have all had experiences with these people trying to upcharge us, upsell us, and we're trying to get away from them, or we're telling them that, hey, like, this is too much, or they're not doing what we asked them to do. So definitely, if you enjoyed the content today, be sure to like, share, subscribe, especially share if you found this content to be useful for you. And I will see you all next time. Peace.